So you got a chance to log in and now you're in the workspace. Great. I'll walk you through everything from the top down. Let's talk about the timer in the top center of the screen. For starters, every time you log in to a specific company, project, and task for your day, the timer starts automatically. If you decide you want to take a break, make a delivery, or stop the timer, these will all log you out of the workspace temporarily, but not out of the app. So this is what it looks like to take a break. And now you're back to work. You can select the task you'd like to jump back into after your break. And then with delivery, now you're out on a delivery and you've come back to work. So you can decide if you want to jump back into project management, for example. You stop your timer completely, you're clocking out for the day essentially. Again, if you want to restart your timer, you just click on the type of work you'd like to do. You'll see the relevant safety meeting, set the safety meeting, and then you're back into the app and your timer starts again.